ज़रूरी नहीं है कि आपके बड़े जिस चीज़ के पैरोकार हों वो हक हो। यहाँ जब इब्राहीम अलैहिस्सलाम उनसे पूछते हैं कि ये जो बुत हैं जिनकी आप इबादत करते हैं, किस वजह से इनकी इबादत करते हैं, ये तो ना सुन सकते हैं, ना देख सकते हैं, ना आपकी मदद कर सकते हैं, ना आपको कोई नुकसान पहुंचा सकते हैं, तो क्यों इनकी इबादत कर रहे हैं? आगे से वो क्या कहते हैं, वजदना आबाअना, हमने अपने आबा और अजदाद को पाया कि वो इसकी इबादत किया करते थे। क़ाल लक़द कुन्तुम अंतुम व आबाउकुम फ़ी ज़लालिम मुबीन। Ibrahim alayhi salam says to them, you and your forefathers, you are on misguidance. How can you worship something which cannot see you, which cannot benefit you, which cannot harm you, which cannot hear you? What they would do is they would put food to the idol in an isolated house which they designated for the idols, and the food, the rats and other insects would come and eat from that food, and they would think that our idols have eaten from that. So he said, how blind can you be? This is one narration. Before, in another place, Ibrahim alayhi salam is mentioned in Surah Maryam, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَاذْكُرْ فِي الْكِتَابِ إِبْرَاهِيمِ. Mention the story of Ibrahim in his book. إِنَّهُ كَانَ صِدِّيقًا نَبِيًّا. He was a very trustworthy prophet. إِنَّهُ كَانَ صِدِّيقًا نَبِيًّا إِذْ قَالَ لِأَبِيهِ يَا أَبَتِ. First he spoke with his father, so he started from his own family first. Before you start going and preaching to others, look into yourselves. हमारे यहाँ यानी अल्लाह हम सब की हिफाजत फरमाए और हमें इस शर से, शैतान के इस चाल से बचाए कि जब भी कोई बयान होता है तो उमूमन शैतान खेल खेलता है इंसान के साथ कि वो कोई अच्छी बात हो तो दूसरी की तरफ उसका जहन जाता है कि अच्छा है कि मौलाना साहब ने ये कह दिया, वो सुन लेंगे, तो खुद जो है उस पर अमल की नीयत बहुत कम होती है कि खुद मैं अपने अंदर देखूं कि मुझ में क्या कमियां हैं. So he began with his father, and he said to his father, إِذْ قَالَ لِأَبِيهِ يَا أَبَتِ لِمَ تَعْبُدُ مَا لَا يَسْمَعُ وَلَا يُبْصِرُ وَلَا يُغْنِي عَنْكَ شَيْئًا. Oh my beloved father, look at with the respect that he still showed to his father. Your father and your elders, they may be on the wrong. That does not give you any reason, it does not justify for you to show disrespect to them. It does not give you the right to show disrespect to your parents even if they are on the wrong. His father is not just worshipping an idol, he's carving idols and he's a prophet of Allah. Yet he's speaking to him with such calmness and such love. Ya abati, oh my beloved father, lima ta'budu. Why do you worship ma la yasma'u, that which does not hear, wa la yubsiru, that which does not see, wa la yughni anka shay'an, that which cannot benefit you? Then he mentions, Ya abati inni akhafu an yamassaka adabun min ar-Rahman. Oh my beloved father, I am scared for you that shaitan, he has deceived you, and Allah the merciful, you might come in the grip of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah might punish you. Prophethood has come to me, that which wasn't given to you, please listen to me. His father says, قَالَ أَرَاغِبٌ. This is what was recited today in Salat al-Isha as well. قَالَ أَرَاغِبٌ أَنْتَ عَنْ آلِهَتِي يَا إِبْرَاهِيم. O Ibrahim, क्या आप मुझे मेरे जो इलाह हैं, जो मेरे माबूद हैं, क्या आप मुझे उससे हटाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं? قال أراغب أنت عن آلهتي يا إبراهيم لئن لم تنتهي لأرجمنك واهجرني مليا. If you do not stop speaking bad of my idols, I will get rid of you. واهجرني مليا. Go far away from me. I do not want anything to do with you. This was with his father. Now he turns to his people and he tries to set an example. And he says, قالوا وجدنا آباءنا لها عابدين. जब वो कहने लगे कि हमने अपने आबा और अजदाद को पाया कि वो इन्हीं बुतों की इबादत करते थे, قال لقد كنتم أنتم وآباؤكم في ضلال مبين. आप और आपके वालिदैन, आपके आबा और अजदाद वो भी गुमराह थे, गलत कर रहे थे. قالوا أجئتنا بالحق أم أنت من اللاعبين. यहाँ वो पूछते हैं क्या आप जो कह रहे हो हक कह रहे हो या यानी सचमुच इतनी जुर्रत या मजाक समझ रखा है, मजाक कर रहे हो हमारे साथ. قال بل ربكم رب السماوات والأرض, मैं कोई मजाक नहीं कर रहा बल्कि आपका रब और मेरा रब वही रब है जिसने समावात आसमानों को और ज़मीनों को पैदा किया. الذي فطرهن وأنا على ذلك من الشاهدين, और मैं उस चीज़ की गवाही देता हूँ. I bear witness that your Rabb and my Rabb is the one who created the heavens and the earth, and He's sustaining them. وأنا على ذلك من الشاهدين, and I testify to this. وتالله, now he takes a qasam. One is to say wallahi, one is to say billahi. Third is when you emphasize on the qasam. وتالله, wallahi, billahi, tallahi, I swear with the oath of Allah, لأكيدن أصنامكم بعد أن تولوا مدبرين. So I will punish and I will break your idols when you are away. Then people at the time, they had a day of, how we have Eid, they had a day of celebration where they would go out into the market and they would enjoy themselves and they would leave their homes. No one, on that day there would be no worship. So the idols would be left alone. छुट्टी का दिन होता था जिसमें माबूदों की हिफाजत के लिए कोई जो है इबादत करने वाला नहीं था. तो इब्राहीम अलैहिस्सलाम से जब कहा गया कि चलें, that day comes and they say to him, come on, let's go. He says, I'm not feeling well. Okay, and he stays behind. فَجَعَلَهُمْ جُذَاذًا إِلَّا كَبِيرًا لَهُمْ لَعَلَّهُمْ إِلَيْهِ يَرْجِعُونَ. So now when they have left the city and they are away, he takes a hammer, he takes, goes to the idols and he breaks them. He breaks each one of them. And he leaves the biggest idol. He doesn't break it. And he passes the weapon which he used to break it, he puts it in the hands of the biggest idol. So when the people come, قالوا من فعل هذا بآلهتنا إنه لمن الظالمين. Who is it that's done this to our idols? He's oppressed our idols. قالوا سمعنا فتى يذكرهم يقال له إبراهيم. Now some of them that had heard what Ibrahim had said in the past that I'm going to break the idols, they said, we heard a young boy speaking bad of them. يقال له إبراهيم. They call him Ibrahim. His name is Ibrahim. قالوا فأتوا به على أعين الناس لعلهم يشهدون. So now they say, okay, call a gathering and call him. فأتوا به على أعين الناس لعلهم يشهدون. قالوا أأنت فعلت هذا بآلهتنا يا إبراهيم. Oh Ibrahim, is it you who did this to our idols? قال بل فعله كبيرهم. قال بل فعله كبيرهم هذا. Now he points to the, do you want to keep that silent please? Yeah. So he points to the biggest idol and he says, قال بل فعله كبيرهم. It's the biggest idol that did it. فاسألوهم. Ask your biggest idol. Ask him. Why don't you ask him? He's witnessed all this. In kuntum, in kanu yantiqun. If he's able to speak, why don't you ask him? فَرَجَعُوا إِلَىٰ أَنفُسِهِمْ. Now this is when they start to think, and they think, how is this idol going to speak? So he says, this is my point which I'm trying to make to you. How can you worship an idol which was not able to protect itself, and the one who's witnessed all this, he can't even testify against me? فَرَجَعُوا إِلَىٰ أَنفُسِهِمْ فَقَالُوا إِنَّكُمْ أَنْتُمُ الظَّالِمُونَ ثُمَّ نُكِسُوا عَلَىٰ رُؤُوسِهِمْ. But now they turn again. And this is the shaitan. Sometimes haqq will come to you, and it will be very apparent. Haqq, the truth will be very apparent. But because of your stubbornness and the evil, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that when a person commits a sin, a black dot covers his heart. When he does a good, that dot is wiped away, it's clean. But if he doesn't and he continuously does bad, another dot, until a time comes where his heart is fully black. And he doesn't care what's right and what's wrong. This is why we find many times that it's difficult for us to leave our sins. क्योंकि हम आदी हो गए हैं गुनाहों के, हम इतने आदी हो गए हैं कि वो गुनाह छोड़ना हमारे लिए अब जो है गोया कि बहुत से लोग सोचते हैं कि ये नामुमकिन है, हालांकि नामुमकिन नहीं है। तो इसी तरीक़े से जब उनके सामने हक़ आया उसके बावजूद उन्होंने इनकार किया। Then Ibrahim alayhi salam, he's thrown into the fire, and the fire was so severe that a bird was not able to even fly over it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he قُلْنَا يَا نَارُ كُونِي بَرْدًا وَسَلَامًا عَلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to the fire, Ya nar, O fire, Kuni bardan, become